Physics. Sister question answer 1. Which instrument used for finding out wind direction? Wind vane. 2. Why is Beaufort scale used to measure wind velocity? 3. What denotes the smallest temperature? 1 degree on the Kelvin scale. 4. A temperature at which both the Fahrenheit and the centigrade scales have the same value, -40 degrees. 5. Angular separation between two colors of the spectrum depends upon which thing? Angle of deviation. 6. Total internal reflection of light is possible when light enters from which thing? Water to air. 7. What is a suitable unit for expressing electric field strength? NC. 8. The unidirectional property of a p-n junction is useful for its use as which thing? Rectifier. 9. Thermal decomposition of alkanes is known as which name? Cracking. 10. Which energy of the electron at absolute zero is called? Fermi energy. 11. What is the wavelength of visible spectrum? 3900 to 7600 at 12. We cannot see during a fog. Why? Because of scattering of light. 13. What is meant by underwriting? The term frequently used in financial sector. Undervaluation of the assets. 14. What will be if a pendulum clock be taken from the earth to a revolving artificial satellite? It will stop altogether. 15. Which physical quantities have the same dimensions? Momentum and impulse. 16. What is the situation with increasing unemployment and inflation termed? Stagflation. 17. Who firstly demonstrated experimentally the existence of electromagnetic wave? Hertz. 18. Heating pyrites in air to remove sulfur is known as which name? Roasting. 19. By which impact is nuclear fission is caused? Neutron. 20. Comets revolve around which body? Sun. 21. Which layer of the earth is believed to have the heaviest mineral materials of highest density? Central core. 22. When milk is churned, how does the cream separate from it? Due to the centrifugal force. 23. Sound travels faster in which thing? Iron than in air. 24. Which reflects back more sunlight as compared to other three? Land covered with fresh snow. 25. What minimum number of non-zero non-collinear vectors is required to produce a zero vector? 3. 26. Which mirror is to be used to obtain a parallel beam of light from a small lamp? Concave mirror. 27. If the temperature of a semiconductor rises, what is its resistivity? Decrease. 28. Mho is the unit of which unit? Specific resistance. 29. In which type of climate does the temperature never rise above 10 degrees Celsius throughout the year? Tundra climate. 30. What is the product of the time period of a wave and its frequency? Unity. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Sister question answer 1. What is the name of the scientist who stated that matter can be converted into energy? Einstein. 2. Einstein's mass-energy relation is given by which expression? E is equal to mc23. What type of farming is practiced in the densely populated regions of the world? Intensive farming. 4. By which fission does leishmania, the causative agent of Kala-Azar, multiply sexually? By binary fission. 5. The filament of an electric bulb is made of which metal? Tungsten. 6. If the temperature inside a room is increased, what will be the relative humidity? Decrease. 7. Which proper order of seismic waves they are received at seismograph station? P wave, S wave, L wave. 8. What is the relative permeability of a paramagnetic material? Greater than unity. 9. On planet Earth, where is no centrifugal force? At the poles. 10. By whom was electron first identified? J. Thomson. 11. How must be the lines of force of a uniform magnetic field? Parallel to each other. 12. When a ray of light is going from one medium to another, radioactive decay. 24. Fluorescent tube is outfitted with a choke. What does the choke coil? Reduces current in the circuit. 25. For television broadcasting, what frequency is employed normally? 3300 MHz. 26. Which effect shows particle nature of light? Photoelectric effect. 27. Activated charcoal is employed to remove coloring matter from pure substance. It work. Adsorption. 28. Optic fibers are mainly used for which purpose? Communication. 29. Which rays are most penetrating? Gamma rays. 30. Which common devices works on the basis of the principle of mutual induction? Transformer. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Physics. Systemic question answer 1. Which is the process in which no heat enters or leaves? Adiabatic. 2. By which permeability is a superconductor characterized? Zero permeability. 3. How is the speed of light with the rise in the temperature of the medium? Remains unaltered. 4. Pitch of the voice of women generally higher than that of men. 5. When do all the magnetic materials lose their magnetic properties? Strongly heated. 6. A hollow sphere of copper is positively charged. Then what will the electric field be inside the sphere? 0. 7. In our houses we get 220 VAC. What does the value 220 represent? Effective voltage 8. A small weight is put on the pressure cooker. It increases the pressure of the steam. Y. Area of contact is small 9. How can one distinguish a telescope from a microscope? By observing size of the lens 10. Which type of sound is produced by a bat? Ultrasonic 11. Why does happen short-sightedness? Due to elongation of eyeballs 12. The quality of sound produced by an instrument depends on the which thing. Number of overtones 13. What is the order of magnitude of electric resistance of the human body? Dry. 106 ohm 14. In electric supply lines in India, which parameter is kept constant? Frequency 50 Hz 15. The wavelength of X-rays is of the order of how many angstrom? 1 angstrom, 1 16. At the time of short circuit, what will be the current in the circuit? Increases heavily 17. Radioactive disintegration of uranium ultimately results in which formation? Lead. 18. Hydraulic brakes and hydraulic lift are devices. Why are fluids used in them? For transmitting pressure 19. If a pendulum is allowed to oscillate into a jar containing water, what will its time period increase? 20. Instrument used to store the electric charge is known by which name? Capacitor 21. What does every object at a temperature above absolute zero radiates energy? 22. The value of which quantity remains same in all system of units? Specific gravity. 23. A floating body always displaces liquid equal to its which thing? Weight. 24. When viewed in white light, why do soap bubbles show colors? Because of interference. 25. Parsec is the unit of measurement of which distance? Astronomical distance. 26. The light coming from stars gives the idea of their which quality? Temperature. 27. What is a strong argument for the particle nature of cathode rays? They are cast shadow. 28. Which industry produces the most non-biodegradable wastes? Thermal power plants. 29. What is the number of electrons in an atom of atomic number Z and mass number A? Z. 30. Which was the lowest unit of Chola administration? Value. Remove watermark 1 PDF element. 139. General Studies. Physics. System question answer 1. When does superconductivity result? When matter is cooled to very low temperature. 2. When the temperature increases, what does the angle of contact of a liquid decreases? 3. Which variety of glass is heat resistant? Pyrex glass. 4. Why does the velocity of raindrop attain constant value? Viscous force exerted by F5. If there were no atmosphere, what will be the length of the day on the Earth? Decrease 6. The focal length of a convex lens is 50 centimeters. What is its power? Plus 2d7. Which field is used to produce deflection in a television picture tube? A magnetic field 8. If the kinetic energy of a body is increased by 300%, how much will its momentum increase? 100%. 9. What does a permanent magnet repel? DIMAGNETIC substances only 10. If the price of an inferior good falls, what about its demand? Remains constant 11. A fan produces a feeling of comfort during hot weather. Why? Our perspiration evaporates rapidly 12. Why is the gas thermometer is more sensitive than the liquid thermometer? Expand more than liquids 13. Which is the correct device for the detection of thermal radiation? Thermopile 14. The pressure at the bottom of a liquid tank does not depend on which area. Area of the liquid surface 15. With the rise of temperature, what will be the surface tension of a liquid? Decreases 16. Total internal reflection can take place when light travels from which thing? Diamond to glass 17. The refractive index of a given piece of transparent quartz is greatest for which light? Violet light. 18. Long distance shortwave radio broadcasting uses which wave?